Welcome to Sum It Up on August 25th, 2021. Sum It Up, Sermon Updates Midweek. It gives me an opportunity to look back on my message from this past week and just share new insights. Our sermon series, Count Your Blessings, has looked at many topics from forgiveness to God crowning us with love and compassion to God's justice and righteousness. We've talked about many reasons we have to be thankful for all the blessings we have. Yesterday turned into a wonderful day of blessing for my wife and I, as Paul and I were able to, well, I was going to say witness, but we weren't able to witness it. We couldn't go to the hospital because of COVID. Our first grandchild was born yesterday. Lily Ann was born at 4:19 yesterday. Now, besides being a proud grandfather who wants to tell the whole world about that, why would I mention it now? It's interesting when you get to that point in life to where you not only realize there are a bunch of people that have already passed that you would like to see in heaven, but I'm at the point now realizing that I'm going to probably make it to heaven before some people I love get there as well. Wow. This little baby has just come into the world. She's just less than 1 day old right now. And I'm already thinking about heaven with her. We're blessed. Caleb and Katie live about 10 miles from us. We get to see them on a fairly regular basis. And that's a blessing. That's a wonderful thing. But one day, we'll be separated by that curtain, that veil that separates our existence here and our existence there. And, you know, it's interesting when you start thinking about that, and you start thinking about our hope of heaven. Now, I'm realizing that it's not just my hope, and not just my hope that I am able to go be with those that I love, my grandparents. I've lost cousins, I've lost dear friends. I have a hope to see them someday, but this hope reminds me that I need to pass that hope on to the people coming behind me too. It's not that I haven't thought of that before, but I have to say I haven't really thought of it in the same gravity as I am right now. I'm 54 years old, and I anticipate that I will get to see many, many years of Lily's life. And I'm thrilled to watch these early years and thrilled to contemplate her becoming a young lady. But my hope of heaven, if it just is my hope of heaven, may just mean that I could leave people behind that are here that may not be with me where I will be going. So this new baby's made me think an awful lot about legacy and about what I need to leave behind, and I still have some work to do. One of the great blessings I have is that I get to look forward to being in heaven. What I'm thinking about now is that I need to work a little bit harder to make sure that everyone that I want to see in heaven is there with me. Interesting how God blesses us with the hope of heaven and then asks us to be a blessing to others. And in the light of the hope of heaven, I guess that comes down to sharing the gospel with people. Sharing the good news, telling them the story. It also means to demonstrate the good news, the gospel, to live out the truth that God loves us and that God loves people and that He wants us to love Him and to love people. And part of that is sharing with them the truth, the good news, that they might also have the hope of heaven. I shared last Sunday the song I Can Only Imagine, which has been a popular song now for quite many years. And I Can Only Imagine basically talks about it's sort of unbelievable to contemplate what it'll be like to be there with God in heaven. And what will we do? How will we act? What will we say? I get it. I don't know what I'll do on that day, but I know what I need to be doing while I'm here. I've got a whole new generation that I have to help get to know Jesus so that we might be able to be together forever in that place where there is no need for light because God and the Lamb are there. That we can be in the place of eternal peace and joy with no pain, no sorrow, no difficulty, no heartache, no hardship. That's what I want for my Lily. That's what I want for all of you. Grab on to Jesus, the hope of heaven. God bless you all.